prosperity, abundance. It is that month. I guess we talk about this every October here at Scottsdale Center for Spiritual Living. So let's start with. Are we good? Yes, I'm on. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, some days. Okay, this is where we're going to start. We're going to start. Whoop.
Hi.
I don't know who that was.
That was me.
Oh. Oh. Wow, ghost in the machine, man. All right. So this morning, the title, An Abundance of Self Esteem. So this is where we're going this morning. This morning we're going to talk about prosperity and abundance relative to how we feel about who we are. Who we are, what we are, where we stand in relation to our higher power, to God, to spirit, source, whatever we want to name it. I've become comfortable with the word God over the years, so I'm going to go with that for now. So, because when I was a kid, it was God was like, but anyway, we're not doing that. There is a power in this universe greater than you are, greater than I am, greater than all of us. It is in us and through us and all around us. It is available to us to use. It is always moving through us, always operating in and around us. It responds to the very impress of our thought. It responds to the dominant tendency of our thinking. It responds to how we feel about who we are, about what we believe to be true about who and what we are. Always. So how are we feeling about us this morning?
Awesome.
There we go. I love it. Let's try that again. How are we feeling about ourselves this morning? There we go. It's funny because I've been doing some speaking during the week and it's like, well, how are you today, Lee? And it's like this little phrase has been running through my head from when I was a camp counselor. It's a little song that goes, I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. How many of you know the song? You all missed summer camp. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. Catch it on replay. Yes, that's the song. And so the song is running through my head. I was five summers camp counselor, lifeguard, whole thing. So I have all kinds of silly songs in my head, and they make me smile. But that one has been running through my head. It's been reminding me that that's where I need to go. That's where I need to live. That's the attitude I need to embrace for me. You see? Because the universe responds to that. God is saying yes to that attitude. It's saying yes to that degree of belief, that level of positivity that I choose to embrace. And that positivity is not just about me, but it's about my life. And I will hold on to that. And sometimes I don't feel it. Sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes I get into a little dark place. And I have the opportunity, even in those moments, to turn that around if I so choose. If I can grab onto some little spark and fan that spark into a flame. We all have hard days. We all have rough days. We all have some mornings that we wake up and we're like, dude, I just don't want to play. I don't want to do it. Yes, I'm out. Thank you. Some days I'm there. And I know that I get to choose to change that. I get to choose to turn that around. Or I can allow myself the opportunity to take a day off and do some self-care, hang out take a little Epsom salt bath, do a walk by the lake, call in. Some days, yes. Some days, no. Sometimes I got to force myself. I got to push myself through. So I have this reading from John Randolph Price. Joe, I'm going to start with that one and then go back to it at the end. John Randolph Price. His little book called The Abundance Book. And I'm sorry I did not give the bookstore a heads up, so I'm not even sure we have these in stock. I know that there is nothing I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the doorway of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem is solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. So that's where we begin. And that's where we end with this whole idea. My consciousness of who I am in relationship to my higher power, to God, to Source, God within me, understanding that I am a divine child of God. And that every gift, every essential need that I have in my life is met by this source and substance of this spirit in, through, and around me at each and every moment, just because I am here. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything special. I just need to be, all I need to do is to be in alignment with that source, be in alignment with the truth of my being, to believe so unfailingly that I am worthy of every good thing in my life. That is enough. That is enough. Ernest Holmes goes on to say in his book, Ideas of Power, there is a perfect you, my dear, at the center of your own being. There is a song ready to be sung. There's a God goes with it. It's a funny turn of a phrase. There is a God goes with it and makes it soar to a soul that was starving in darkness before. We touch that place inside of us. We take a moment to believe so deeply. And like I said, when we get into that dark place, just find a spark. A spark is all I need. Just a little bit. Like Jesus said, faith the size of a mustard seed, right? Faith the size of a mustard seed. A mustard seed is the smallest of seeds, yet it blooms into this huge, huge plant. But it's an itty bitty, 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 bitty seed. That's all we need. Just that little bit. I just need an opening. It's a shift. It's a turn of a phrase sometimes. It's like when I'm feeling broken. Sometimes I feel broken. I've been there. I'm on the ground in my life, and I'm just like, oh man, I just can't do it. But it's shifting from a place where I'm feeling broken to a place where I'm simply cracked open. So I have a space. So I create the space for the growth. See, when I'm cracked open, that's where I am. I'm open enough so that the divine can operate through me as me, so that love can move through me, so poise and peace and power and beauty can move through me, can take shape in my life. That is abundance. So that every need is met. That is prosperity. So that I can share and learn and give and grow, so that I can support those things I want to support. So I can support my family, so I can help my friends, so I can be generous and support all kinds of activities out there in the world to support my community. That is wealth moving through me. That is the joy of love moving through me. I can participate in all of these things. That is the function of the divine in me, as me, through me, in all of its ways. Not just in the way I am, but in how I act, how I interact with my community and those around me. Ernest goes on to say in Ideas of Power, we deal with one mind, one spirit, one being, and one universe, but each of us is a unique individualization of all that there is. See, we all get to do it our way. There's not just one way. We all find our way. We find our set of attitudes, our set of shifts in consciousness, our own little 2-degree movement that feels like 2 millimeters over here, but downrange that 2 millimeters can be 500 miles. Just a shift here, from here to here. Way down the path, that little bit of shift here can move mountains down there as we move forward in our lives. We operate and function within this one mind and this one mind in us. One spirit, one life, one truth. It's moving through us all the time. What we do is we say yes, we give shape. We take our attitudes about who we are. We take our attitudes about ourselves and embed them in our consciousness and then allow them to take shape. Take on form and substance in full accord with not just what we say, but with what we know. Beyond belief, beyond doubt, beyond question. We take it to a deep place where it becomes an essential part of our nature. And sometimes it is taking away things. Sometimes it's a matter of stripping away beliefs that are holding us back. Sometimes it's a matter of just disengaging from any number of patterns that we took on from parents, from friends, from family members, from that knucklehead person we sat next to in first grade. Who knows where we pick up these ideas, these limiting ideas about who we are. We pick them up from any number of places, but sometimes but in the part of the process is paying attention when they pop up and saying, nope, not today. Today I'm not going to be limited by fear. Today I'm not going to be limited by these ideas that say, no, I don't deserve it. Or not yet. Because you see, in the matters of spirit, in matters of mind, there is no time and space. It's all right now. It's now, it's now, it's now, it's now, it's now, it's now. Prosperity is not coming to me. Prosperity is what I am. Wealth, wholeness, love, joy, peace, they are not coming to me. It's not something that will happen. It's not something that's going to take place. It's all here. It's all now. Inside of me. And when I can do that, when I can embrace that, what I do with that now is simply walking around expecting to see it. I expect to find it at that next turn. I have a smile on my face because I walk around knowing that something wonderful is happening in my world right now. You know that smile you see on somebody's face, it tells you that they've got a secret. I just don't know what it is. You know the one, right? That little smile, the little knowing smile that people walk around with. They just love the world. They walk in a world that's magic. That's the way I want to walk in the world every day. Knowing something magical and unexpected is totally going to happen. Because that's the way I choose to walk in the world. Whatever the next one is, Joe. I lost track. Prosperity. Oh, yeah, I like this one. Prosperity. Yeah. This is from The Science of Mind. Prosperity is the outpicturing of substance in our affairs. Everything in the universe is for us. For us, not against us. Life is ever giving of itself. We must utilize and extend the gift. In other words, utilizing and extend, life is giving itself, is ever giving of itself. We must utilize and extend the gift. That means we allow it to move through us. That means we don't just grab it and hold on, right? We grab it, we own it, we claim it, and then we let it go. We let it flow. It's a flow. We're participating in a flow. There's not a dam at the end of my life saying, no, the good only goes this far. No, we let it fall away. We let it move through us, right? Success and prosperity are spiritual attributes belonging to all people, all of us. All of us. The gift is already given, and it's up to us to accept. Are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to receive it? Be ready. Get ready. Like Emerson says, we have to get our, get our bloated nothingness out of the divine circuits. Thank you very much, Mr. Emerson. It's my favorite Emerson quote. Well, my second favorite Emerson quote. All right, the first one is, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. That's my favorite. All right. Coming to the close. I want to go back to John Randolph Price because this is crucial. This is the core of it. Let's say it together. Join me. I know that there is nothing I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met. Every problem is solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. Okay, and so it is. I don't know the order anymore. It's all right, folks. Q&A now, and then prayer, or prayer? Q&A and then prayer. All right. Q&A, friends. 5 minutes. Reverend Jill has the microphone.
I got the microphone.
So questions, comments, be kind.
How does my self-esteem? Oh, that's loud. How do I turn this down?
No, that's good.
I'm good.
It's
Okay.
not that
How
loud.
does my self-esteem impact my money?
My self-esteem impacts my money in this way, to the degree that I feel good about, that I feel deserving, right? To the degree that I feel good about me, about who I am, that will have a great deal of bearing on my prosperity, on how not the money that comes in and all around, but how it's handled, right? How it's handled. So, yes, ma'am. How it's received and how it's given, how it's managed. I know plenty of people with plenty of money, but they also have plenty of money problems because it's not being handled well. So the way it gets handled is tied to self-esteem as well.
Can you speak more about prosperity versus just money?
Sure. I believe prosperity is not just money. Money is a big part of it, but prosperity is also about good things happening in my world. For me, it's little gifts. Money flows unexpected good, right? Unexpected relationships, unexpected gifts, unexpected good things happening. Somebody calls and says, "Hey, I've got these extra tickets to so and so." Right? It's things that normally I would spend money for that I don't have to spend money on. I think that's part of prosperity as well. Or improved circumstances unexpectedly. Um, yeah,
Is it health?
yes, health is part of that too. If I'm healthy, I'm not spending money. I'm not spending. I'm not spending money at the doctor. Right? I'm not having to pay for whatever it is. I've been blessed with that most of my life. I very rarely go to the doctor. I very rarely get sick. It's just been my way. Um, I've been generally healthy most of my life. So, in spite of some of the crazy stuff I did when I was younger. Yes.
Or because of it? Anyone
Yeah,
else?
or yeah, you could say that too.
Anyone else?
Anybody else?
Prosperity and self-esteem. Anybody else? Damita.
I don't know if it'll make any sense though.
Sure, it will. It'll be fine.
I'm on board. I'm like, I think I have a question. So for some reason, unique individualization is kind of standing out to me,
Okay.
and just about the abundance that an individual have, and as it's channeled, the other side in the external world, and when sometimes you don't meet the abundance on the other side, or maybe people outside of this practice
Okay.
that live differently, and just how to allow spirit to still channel within me, like that kind of friendship, that kind of something. I don't know. How do we protect our energy?
I think I have that. I think I got that. I'm gonna take my best shot.
The positivity. Positive.
Yes. Um, I will express abundance my own way, and there's a phrase I heard somebody use one time. I like it, and it's not coming to me at the moment. Yes, it's my own way, my own unique way, and for the people that matter in my life, it won't matter how I express it. If I am comfortable with it, if I'm happy with it, if I'm happy and content and thrilled with my position in life, financially, prosperity wise, wealth wise, health wise, that's what matters. And it's because it's me. And if somebody's going to judge me about that, then they can stay, they can leave, but I'm not buying in. I don't have to get stuck. I don't have to get drawn into all that drama. That's theirs, right? So I get to be comfortable with me. That's what matters. And that's what matters when it comes to this. What we've been talking about this morning. What matters is my relationship with my prosperity, my wealth, my health, my wholeness, all of that. It's my relationship. I get to own it and I get to create it. So there we go. That answer the question?
Yeah.
Good.
One last one. If anybody's got a burning question, burning comment.
Okay. We'll pray and then we'll have music, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's take it inside, friends. We'll pray, we'll have music, and then we'll do the practicing the principles. All right. So this morning, let's just recenter and refocus and remember that there is one life, one divine idea, one divine source in which we live and move and have our being, and it in us, as us, right here, right now. And we are so very, very grateful for it. We are grateful for its expression as health, as wholeness, as prosperity, wealth, and abundance in each of our lives right here and right now. We feel it growing, expanding. We feel the flow moving easily, effortlessly, and flawlessly in, through, and around us. And we are grateful for it. We celebrate it. And as I speak this word of truth for each and every one of us, I know it is already complete, already done, already fulfilled within the minds and hearts of each and every one of us. It is complete within the mind of God right now. And it takes on shape and form and substance in the perfect time, in the perfect place, and in the perfect way for each and every one of us. And for this ministry, for this church, as we do our good work, as we celebrate life in our community, here, in our country, and in our world. We know that each and every one is blessed and is a blessing of life in each and every moment, in every day and in every way. And so we set this word free. We let it go, knowing it is already done, already complete within the mind of God. And we say thank you. And feel that deep and abiding sense of gratitude for the infinite blessings that continue to grow and expand in each and every one of our lives. And so we let it be, and so it is.
So it is.